Go ahead.
Okay, so I was thinking about who inspires me, and lots of people can inspire you. And there's like Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield who do things like this. When you're eating at a restaurant and you find out paparazzi are all outside, that's got to be a huge inconvenience. Like, I don't personally know, I'm not famous enough for that. But it's got to be uncomfortable, and it's not an experience everyone wants. But they chose to like turn it around and bring attention to something that needs the attention rather than to themselves. And I thought that was really cool. And they seem like really cool people, and like they could be inspiring, but you don't really know them. And then there's Jennifer Lawrence, who is also really funny, and she seems like she's really down to earth. Like, she ordered McDonald's from the Oscars red carpet one time and tripped up the stage as she went to accept an Oscar. And she seems like she's a really cool person too. And then there's Miranda Lambert, who stands up against domestic violence. She stands up against animal abuse, and she just stands up for everything she believes in. She seems like she could be a really good, influential, inspiring person. But the thing is, you don't actually know any of these people. They seem inspiring, but they could be total dicks when you leave. Like, when the cameras are off, you don't know what any of these people are actually like. And then, there's this guy. This is my father. And he has to be the most selfless person I have ever known. Growing up, if we wanted something and we told him, he'd find a way to make it work. There are 4 of us in my family, and it's not easy to feed 4 children, especially when 3 of them are growing boys. They eat a lot. And he put us all through sports, and he'd take days off work to go on our field trips with us because we needed parent volunteers. My brother's hockey team one year were not doing well. They weren't playing as a team. He was their coach, and he decided to tell them if they played as a team and made it to the finals, he would dye his hair whatever color they wanted. And unfortunately, I do not have a picture of it, but the boys worked together as a team, made it to the finals, won the finals, and my dad dyed his hair fluorescent pink. Nice. And walked around our town, went to work with bright pink cotton candy hair. And he did that just to inspire the boys to work together and play as a team. Everything he does is to help someone else be a better person. There's also my best friend. Her parents refused to go to our graduation. So my dad went in his place. And he went to our grad, even though I decided against going and against walking on that stage, he went so that Shayla could have somebody to take a picture with at her graduation. And I think a lot of the reason I'm here is because of my dad, because he taught me to be a people person. We sent him to go get the mail about 5 minutes from our house, and he'd come back 2 hours later with 20 new stories about what's going on in town, and what's happening, and who did what that week. And he just seems to want to get to know everybody he talks to on a personal level. He tries to make that connection with everybody he meets. And I think that's really cool. And everything he does is to make the world a better place. And he's trying to make everybody happy, no matter what it means for him. He refs hockey, he does his own job, and this last year, because he didn't have enough on his plate, he decided to be a volunteer fireman because our town did not have enough. So he's now fighting fires in his spare time and doing first aid on people who need it, like when he gets medical calls. The first time he got a medical call, I've never seen the man so excited. He ran out of our house. We were in the middle of a conversation. His beeper went off, and he's like, oh, gotta go. Dropped everything to run so that he could be the first person and he could maybe help somebody out that day. He is by far the most selfless, inspiring person I have ever known, and is probably 100% of the reason why I'm here today is because of his love and support. Also, he looks like Walter White from Breaking Bad. And what's more inspiring than a meth-cooking chemistry teacher? That's all I got.